In 2023, there are a lot of different cameras, from high-end cinema cameras to beginner cameras and about everything in between. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about what camera I use, why I like it, and why I think it's probably one of the best cameras you can use if you're someone who's beginning, intermediate, or even a little bit more advanced in 2023. And this applies for people who work in both video and photo. Now I'm just gonna come right out and say it. The camera I'm using is the Sony a7 IV, and I've been using it for the better part of 7 or 8 months now, and I use it for everything from high-end commercial shoots to just photography for fun and videoing for fun, like these YouTube videos. And why I think it's the camera I am going to tell you is the best for 2023 is because it's so versatile and it can do a lot of things. And if you're a beginner, you can use it. And if you're someone who's more experienced, you can use it. If you're a photographer, you can use it. And if you're a videographer, you can use it. Now, there are some cons that I'm going to talk about, but in this video, I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty details about the camera. You can find those, I'll link them in the description below. You can find those on Sony's website. You can find those in blog posts. I'm going to talk to you about how I actually use it in my day-to-day filming and photography and why it works for me. And if you do similar things to what I do, then it will work great for you. First off, I do want to mention, get the camera that's in your budget. Don't blow out your range just because you think that the camera is going to enhance your skills. While the camera can help a lot, it's going to come down to a lot of your post-production skills and your skill level. You can always upgrade cameras, and this camera that I'm using is a little more pricey. I believe the Sony a7 IV runs in the about $2,700 price range, might be a little bit more with the kit lens. So again, just pick what's best for you. If you're not shooting high-end commercials and you're just doing beginner photography or beginner videography, I wouldn't go and jump full feet first into getting this camera. This is definitely one that can be used for beginners, but it's not one that you have to get. There's plenty of other more affordable options out there. Now, I always think it's smart to start with the things that are not great about it first. If you're someone who shoots long-form documentaries or someone who shoots interviews that will last more than 30, 40 minutes, I don't think this camera is for you. If you're shooting an S-Log3, which is on this camera, you can do 4K at 60 frames per second with a sensor crop. I said I wasn't gonna get into the details. You can film, but you can't film for long without the camera overheating. That's an issue I primarily have with this camera. That's probably going to be the biggest issue I have, is it overheats once you turn off the internal controls. It overheats after about 30 minutes of recording. Now, that's a lot. A lot of people don't need that much time to record, but like I said, if you're someone that shoots more long-form content, not gonna be the camera for you. I want to throw some video up on the screen right now that I've shot on this Sony a7 IV. It's mostly colored S-Log3 video, but the video that comes out of this camera in both just normal video, not log footage, and then the S-Cinetone, which is their cinematic look, they both look really good, and I genuinely think it creates still really pretty pictures. Now, I said I also do photography, and I want to touch on that. This has covered all my bases for photography. I do real estate. Here are some pictures of that. I do real estate photography. I do event photography. I do headshots. I kind of cover the whole gambit of that. And this camera has been steady for me. I'm going to say something. I did get the kit lens, and this is some shots from the kit lens. Again, it looks really pretty, and for the price, if you're getting this and you're a beginner, I would recommend getting the kit lens, and you can upgrade to other lenses as you get more experience. Overall, this camera has a lot of amazing features, and you can find out about more of those features, but I kind of wanted to talk, like I said, about why I really liked this camera. It covers all my bases, from shooting more long-form content from 15, 25, 30 minutes, I can shoot stuff like that. I can shoot stuff that's shorter. I can move it around a lot. It's a compact camera, but it also has a lot of accessories, so you can build nice big rigs out of it too. it's really great for kind of everything in between, from vlogging to more cinematic stuff. So again, this is the camera I'm going to be using in 2023 unless something amazingly incredible drops later on this year that we don't know about. But again, for 2023, this is why I think this camera is amazing. It covers all my needs, and I would recommend, before you just follow what some guy on YouTube said, you look into, do you really need everything that comes with this camera? If there's a cheaper one out there that does the job for you, go for it. But again, this is just great for everyone from beginners to people that are learning and maybe intermediate to people that are even more professional and do actual commercial videography. I hope this video helps. If you have any questions or have comments about this camera, let me know. I can go into the more nitty-gritty details. I'm happy to, but I just wanted to give an overarching video about my thoughts on the camera and why for 2023 it's a great camera and really does hold its weight this year.